Alright guys, I'm going to show you some more of my posters, Bruce Lee posters. Some ones that I had in the bottom of my drawer. Obviously I'm not going to show you the ones I've got up on a wall in here or out there. And I've got some going up the staircase as well and a couple by the door entrance. So I'm just going to show, I'll flip through some of the other ones I have in my drawer, which I've just dug out. Probably seen, a few of you probably seen this one before. A bit of a collage of all different poses of Bruce from various movies. I think there was a couple like this done, if I remember rightly. That's one. Well, actually, I probably got another one here of actually this one, of that particular ones like that. Now this is an old one. Remember that one? Bruce 1940 to 1973. It's a nice one. Very old. It's a nightmare loading the posters, as you can see. Just trying to get you to see all of it. But he's in very, you can see how old it is. Very old. If I remember rightly, that one's I've seen the date on that one just now actually. And it's very old. Got like 1973 at the bottom. So he's definitely an old one worth having. Let's see what this one is. Nothing special this one. Just that one like that. Look, I picked up that when I was in LA. Not last time I went, the time before. I was buying myself some kung fu slippers, what I buy every time I go over, and that was in the shop for a few dollars, so I'll pick it up, innit? Next one, the Fist of Fury one. I'm going to show you the top first with Bruce and Bob Baker. I hold the top. Nightmare. Some of them are quite long, so they're a bit awkward to hold. You just get the drift. Fist of Fury one. Bruce flying in the air. Look, obviously of a scene there, not in the movie. I should imagine just a still, what they did, as they did with Fist of Fury. Lots of pictures of Bruce poses with his hair all back. And he was never in the movie, just like publicity stuff. No doubt that's the same, but that's a cool poster. And to be honest with you, he's quite an old one. There's no date on that, which is a shame, but I know for a fact that's definitely like early 70s. You can tell by looking at it. You always know the really old ones by looking at it. So next one. There's an Enter the Dragon one. This is a really old one as well. I may have showed this one before when I was doing some old stuff once. I don't know, because I don't show posters very much. But I'm not going to look back and see if I've showed it or not. But obviously it's the pose from Enter the Dragon at the end. That's the top. I'll grab the top in a minute and pull it down. And there you go. That's one of my early ones. That's probably one of the earliest ones I bought of Bruce, to be honest. That was back in the old record shops when they used to have them in racks. And you can see how old that one is. Look, it's so well you can't see it from there, but believe me, it's 1974. So he's an old one. And anything that old, you know, is worth having. As I said, you know, I'm not a massive poster collector like some of the collectors out there. It's just something I don't have very many of. It's not that I don't want them, I haven't got any room to show them in my collection. We're certainly not in here. And I've got them all up my staircase from the top to halfway down, so otherwise they'd be taking over the whole house. But there's another one of those like collage ones. There's a few stills from Enter the Dragon and Game of Death and Fist of Fury by the looks of it, and well, and Way of the Dragon in the corner. I think these are maybe quite old. I feel like I've had them for a long time, so I wouldn't be at all surprised. Another oldie one. It's quite a long one, this one, so it's going to be a bit of a pain to show. It's awkward as well, this one. He's like a very thin one of Bruce from Big Boss, as you can see. It's a shame actually, because that one doesn't have a date on there either. Well, I know he's owed because a lot of these posters have that particular, they used to have that writing at the bottom, the copyright stuff in that, and all those ones like that were 70s ones, because all the 70s ones I've got that little bit of logo in the bottom. As you can see, it's a cool poster, that one. I've always wanted to get that one framed, but the only thing is, because it's a weird shape and it's very long and thin, the chances are you're not going to get a frame what's going to fit that. They all tend to be bigger frames and wide ones, and usually when I put posters in, you see a little bit going down the edge, which I don't really like. I prefer them to take up the whole frame, to be honest. But there you go, that's the way it is. What's this one? Another one, like a little one. I think that's one I picked up when I was in LA as well, in one of the little shops where I was looking around for Bruce goodies, just like basically Bruce Lee with nunchucks on the bottom, or a nunchaku. There's a cool one. He was only a cheap one, but you know, nice little frame. He would look nice on the wall. See, little gaps like that I may be able to put up somewhere else in the house, but the bigger ones I've got no chance. Not unless I want to take up the whole house. The thought has crossed my mind. Just a little one of Fist of Fury. It's one I took down up what was up there actually behind me, because I've got the big one up there. So I took this little one down and I put some, I made and the frame what this was in, I put some Super 8 flyers up advertising there's 4 movies on Super 8. So I put that up there on the wall. You can't see it because I'm not moving the phone. Another little one I used to have up. I must have took it down for some reason, for something else. Not a massive one, it's just the Green Hornet one. Or it could be Fury of the Dragon, you never know. Oh, that one's actually Green Hornet, because obviously they did the 2 sort of movie spin-offs. But it's okay. It's not an original one, it's only a reprint, that one. You can tell by looking at it. It's not owed like some of them other ones, like 70s ones, not a chance. This one's a different one, it's like a long ways one that way. Bruce doing little cartoon pictures of Bruce doing his nunchucks. Wearing the old Game of Death tracksuit. Look. I picked that up actually when I was in the States as well. And I'm pretty sure that was LA. I got most of those little posters in LA. I might have had a few when I was in San Francisco in Chinatown. But that was mainly other things I picked up there. That's the thing when you go to those places. Every time I go over there, I've been over there a few times now. Always walking around Chinatown hoping I'm going to pick something up. Always get a couple of little odds and pieces, but nothing, you know, major. Another big one, another old one as well. Bruce in the Caves from Enter the Dragon. So I'll start at the top. As you can see, they did a couple of these back in the 70s in the caves. They did the other one with the nunchucks with Bruce, which I have on the wall behind me, up there above the figures, when he's like stood to the side with his hand up holding the nunchucks. But this is still an old one. This one's 1975. I can see the date down there in the corner, which I'm not going to be able to show you because it's a nightmare to hold it, but you get the drift. And some of you guys from England will remember that one because this, I think, was an English one, as were most of these ones from that particular era. Those ones like that from the 70s, they were English ones. Picked that one up in probably an old record shop, I expect, or something like that, when they used to have them in the racks. That's where I got a lot of these from back then. I also used to be able to pick them up at those ones like that. Used to be able to win them at the fairground as well. I can remember picking up something like that at the fairground, what used to be up in Victoria Park. They used to have a load of posters up there as prizes in that. Right, another one, Long Ways one. Another one with Bruce in the caves. See that one? I'll stand up a little bit on that one. I can show you the bottom as well. See, there's another one with him in the caves, Enter the Dragon, with Bruce Lee there as well. He's quite old. I've had that for a long time. I don't think he's quite as old as like the 73, 74 ones or nothing. But he's definitely an old one. One I picked up when I was in the States. Only just unwrapped it actually. It was actually still sealed, because otherwise I couldn't have showed you it. Little bit of some of Bruce's sayings on the side, and a little collage of Bruce going down. That was a bit of a pain to get up because he was still sealed. He's a bit, and this one the same as well. He's so awkward to get because he's never been unrolled before, because I've only just unraveled these. I was going to leave them like how they were, but I wanted to show you them, so I unwrapped them just now. Needed to unwrap them anyway, so. But as you can see, Bruce again, with Enter the Dragon. As a lot of the posters were Enter the Dragon. But he's a nice one. I picked that up when I I picked those last two up I showed you, that one and this one. I picked them up on Hollywood Boulevard actually, when I was in the States. I think it was last year. But that's my posters, what I had in my bottom of my drawer. So I thought I'd show you them, seeing as I showed you some last week which I'd recently had. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at them, because I've certainly enjoyed showing them and getting them out, because some of them I must admit I haven't seen for quite a while, because I don't usually get them out and look at them. They're in a drawer out the way in cardboard tubes, and so I never really look at them, but there you go. So thanks for watching this video, and I will put another video up when I can. Cheers for now.